Alright, in the next fight, we've got another fight on the main card of this UFC 271 pay-per-view. Kyler Phillips taking on Marcelo Rojo. UFC are really trying to make Kyler Phillips a big name. I think he is only 26 years old. He does have a very exciting fighting style. He's got a win over Yadong Song. He knocked out Cameron Else, destroyed Cameron Else, let's be honest. Beat Gabriel Silva. Prior to that was beating guys over in LFA. He lost to Julian Paiva in a fight that should have been a draw. I think everyone can agree that fight should have been a draw, if anything, and maybe even a win for Kyler Phillips, but Kyler Phillips, I still can't really get over the lack of fight IQ that he did show in that fight. I think as soon as I realized that he was just going to be throwing spinning attacks and trying to knock out Julian Paiva with some sort of exciting spinning attack, I got very nervous for Kyler, and that kind of happened, man. Let's be honest. I see it as a fight IQ sort of thing. He hurt Julian Paiva in the first round, and then he started to throw spinning attacks. He started expending all of his energy and power shots, trying to finish Julian Paiva. A patient Kyler Phillips can beat Yadong Song. An impatient Kyler Phillips loses to a rocked and very badly hurt Julian Paiva. On the other side, Marcelo Rojo is a beast. I've seen a lot of people saying that this is just going to be a walkthrough fight for Kyler Phillips to make him look good on a pay-per-view card to boost his name status. Maybe make a Kyler Phillips versus Sean O'Malley fight. I mean, that would be kind of sick. But we don't really talk about that right now. We've got Marcelo Rojo fighting Kyler Phillips. He last fought on short notice against Charles Jourdain. I think he made it actually to the third round in that fight and didn't even look too bad as a pretty big underdog. I think he's a big underdog, but prior to that, he was fighting over on the regional scene. The thing that does bother me, though, he's got a submission loss to John Castaneda. I mean, it doesn't really look too bad now that he just beat Miles Johns. But with that being said, it was still a little bit of a concerning loss. Yeah, he was a pretty major underdog in that one there. He's not really someone to look over here, but I do think that Kyler Phillips is going to hurt Marcelo Rojo in the first round. He fights out of the MMA lab as well. I think Kyler Phillips is going to hurt Marcelo Rojo in the first round, but he's going to stay patient. I think he's going to come with a better game plan. Hopefully he comes with a better mindset, is able to stay patient, and is able to beat Marcelo Rojo over the course of 3 rounds to a decision win here. He's definitely a borderline top 15 guy in the bantamweight division. I think if he wins this fight, he will be fighting a top 15 guy. Maybe he'll be fighting Sean O'Malley. I think it would make sense for him to call out Sean O'Malley, considering the UFC are really trying to boost this guy's profile. Sean O'Malley just knocked out Julian Paiva in the first round, and Kyler Phillips just lost to Julian Paiva. So maybe Sean O'Malley could talk a bit of smack about that. Kyler Phillips could talk a bit of smack about that too, and we'll see what kind of happens there. But I've got Kyler Phillips by decision in this one. Not really too much to say. I'm kind of in a little bit of a rush for this video, which is why it's so short, because I'm going to get picked up very, very soon. So, yeah, my point is I'm going Kyler Phillips. I'm going Kyler Phillips by decision, but I wouldn't be surprised if he knocks him out sometime within the fight. Kyler Phillips, I think he's going to hurt him in the first round. He's going to have a great first round. He's going to continue that momentum throughout the fight. Marcelo Rojo, definitely not someone to overlook, and I do hope he stays in the UFC after this fight.